and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Friday the 31st of January 2025. It's been set by Hurley. A little look back in my record shows that the first puzzle from Hurley took 21 minutes. So I'm hoping to get under the 20-minute mark today. A little bit quicker maybe, but I'm looking at the grid and thinking, "Ow, this isn't a nice grid. It's what you'd call a portcullis grid." And all these clues across the top, 6 there and 6 down the side. You get no help from having any other word. So if you had a normal grid with a clue across there, that would give you all. If you got that one across there, you get all these ones down it, or you get the first letter of each of those. So it's going to be a little bit harder, but that's the challenge. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Grass from Western Wales to some extent recalled. Must just be a hidden word backwards, which is lawn. Okay, off cars outside newspaper boss. He's owed money. Gosh, creditor, I think. Creditor. Cars outside. I don't understand. CR editor. Yes, okay, simple. Like bear, sure, with no introduction coming across fault. Like bear, sure. Gosh, with no introduction. Sure is a yes. Coming across fault. Like a bear is sign. Sign. Sure, with no introduction. You are coming across. What's that? Sin. Sign. There you are. Angry speech in exchange, including India. Tirade, I think. I saw trade and tirade yesterday. Unusually large tank penetrated by tip of shell. Unusually large tank. Tip of shell has put an S into it. Tank. That vast. Okay. Crude enemy slur finally ignored. Not in good taste. Enemy foe slur finally ignored. Take an R out of something. Not in good taste. Course. Don't know. Framework of education. Graduate's note leading to publicity. Framework of education is. Framework of education is the syllabus. What's that? Graduates. Is that syllabus? Framework of education leading to publicity. Can't really see what that would be. Syllabus. Framework of education. Graduates note. Graduates of BA or an MA. Mass note leading to publicity. PR or something. Fooled about Romeo. Difficult to understand. Had and hard. They work together, heading away from political meetings. They work together, heading away from political meetings are. Oh gosh, what political meetings? They work together. Teams. Okay. Setter fouled area where people walk is a pavement. Setter fouled could be an anagram. Don't know. Area where people walk. Prom. Graceful mover and worker run away. Graceful mover and worker. Okay, we hear composer's record, item by item. List. That's a good old list, isn't it? I think. Normally have a Z in his name. After returning, for example, say, broadcast artist male in union. Blumeneck. After returning, for example, come back to that. Home, in, sibling, make it a requirement, in, before time, in, insist. Sister. Plan to have she clued in new way, so that looks like an anagram. She clued. Well, I can't see what that is. Anagram's not my forte. Quit port. Oh gosh, left. Okay, nice. Newspaper article involving right ball. Newspaper article. Editorial opinion. Newspaper article could be a or gangster's headgear as a hood. Okay. Dodge succeeded despite going wrong way. Could be an anagram despite with an S for succeeded, doesn't quite work. Despite going wrong. Despite going wrong. Dodge. Fancy lagers, extremely suitable as gifts. That's just SE at the end for suitable. And what's that going to be? Largesse, I I think is the word for loggers. I'm trying to spell it. Yeah, loggers, that's it. Just check it's correct. Symbol may be in light-hearted email. Yes, primarily. Yes, primarily. I assume yes is there. Is it just everything? Smiley. Oh, very good. Lovely. Lovely clue. Yeah, like that one. Usher in the lady. Her. Lad excited. The Herald. Her. Yeah, Herald. Oh, what have I got now? Feature a swimming pool seen in Villa recently. Feature deep end. Seen in Villa recently. Lane. Yeah, hidden word. I thought there was a hidden word there, but ultimately sus the way to appear. Shall, so to speak. Show. S how. Oh god, I'm back up there again. I don't want to be up there, do I? Still got that one to see. Okay, what's this? They work together heading away from political meetings. What's a political meeting? Rallies? Rallies and allies. Okay. That is graceful mover and worker. Gosh, graceful mover and worker run away. Interesting. This one, setter found area. Could be an anagram. Yeah, I think that's an anagram of setter, but I don't know what it is. A found area where people walk is a street. Duh. Okay, duh. Right, nice one. This is crude enemy slur finally ignored. So taken no R in crude, not in good taste. Not sure. I need to get this one ready, which is an anagram of she clued, which is plan to have. Plan to have is to. What can I have before that? S. I keep looking at E. Ek. Trying to avoid having to write it out, but I think I'm going to have to A C E. So it's like she. Clued. E. Get rid of the C and the E. Uck. Ska. That's the S. It's not been this. SC. Is it SC or EC? Oh gosh. This one over here, after returning, so something A, something R, something A, something. After returning, for example, broadcast artist male in union. Man in union after returning. Broadcast is air. Artist is RA. What's that give me? In union after returning. For example, is say. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's air there then. Male. Marriott hurricane after returning. For example is e.g. Should be G marriage. There we go. Gosh, that was a wow. What a clue that is. Golly, wow. Framework of education. Graduates note. Framework of education. Graduates note leading to publicity. So that probably framework of education. Duh. Graduates note. BAs. MAs. What was that? BAs. Publicity note. Gosh. This one, crude enemy still. Dodge succeeded despite going wrong way. Despite is 7 letters, isn't it? With S. Yeah, I think that's S. Despite, which is dodge is to. Another word that I'm. S D S P C E E I. Get rid of one of the S's at least. Sidestep. Okay, good sidestep. Oh gosh, what's going on here again? An enemy. Graceful. Gosh, and worker run away. Blimey, can't see that one at the moment. Go to this one. Newspaper article. Newspaper article could be AN or A involving right. Ball involving right. There's my R. Newspaper article is a column. Op-ed. Ball is to newspaper article, which could be THRE, don't think so. And bore. This one, crude enemy slur finally ignored. Is that just an anagram enemy slur without the R? I think. Not in good taste, which is what's that? Okay, let's have a look at that. NEYYUSL. Gosh, what have I got there? Meh. That's probably a Y, isn't it? There. Enemy slur. Unseemly. Okay, we'll go with unseemly. That's good. Alright, got one down. This one here I still can't eliminate. Got rid of the U now. So what have I got? S. What am I trying to get to? Plan. Schedule. That's why I was having a problem, because it's just not a great set of letters. Schedule. Schedule. I don't know. What's this? Framework of education. Graduate's note leading to publicity. I feel like there's head in there, but framework of education. Is that just EN? Graduate's note. Graduate's a BA or an MA. ENGENE. Just wondering if framework is trying to say take the first and last letters in some way that I've never seen before. Gosh. And this. So I've got gonna have to keep on. Graceful mover. Again, a clue that I just mover and worker run away. Woke. Something woke. Graceful. Something woke. Mover. There's no N to anagram there in mover at worker. Gosh. But I can't think of a worker. I mean, the only workers I can think of is a B sometimes. B. I've got the B there for a second, see what that comes to me. Not a lot. A long string of vowels. Graceful. I've petrol in a minute. This one again. It's an article. An article involving right ball. Is the name of actually a newspaper? Which can't think that there's anything there. The FT, the Sun. Bore is to drill, but can't see that. Just gonna do some writing on my pad. Something I, something R, something E. Gosh, I've got no inspiration towards these clues that are left. Newspaper article. Article could be A or an. I mean, A doesn't really fit there. A could go there. A involving right. So, I assume it's just an article, but what's that? To get to bore. Bore is to drill, is to, be very dull. This one down here. framework of education. Graduates, note. There's graduates. There's an S for graduates. Masters, graduates, MAs and BAs as far as I can tell, or BScs I suppose. Could be a BSc. Ooh. MSc. MSc, is that possible? Leading to publicity. I feel like the rest of everything else on this grid is just crazy, really. I've got no. Yeah, they must all be wrong because I just can't see what would fit in there. Ooh, framework. Okay, so let's think. Trestle, framework of education. Then what I'm doing with the rest of the group, graduates, note. Struggling to get head out of my I don't know what head is publicity really. I don't think it is really. Then the newspaper article. Let's have a bit of an alphabetical then. W. I don't think I'm in the right mood, mental, to get to this answer really. Ball. Nothing going in there at all. This one down here, graceful. Why'd that be un? Move. Graceful, so un. Something. Mover. And worker. Run out. Is it just anagram and worker? Could be actually. Could be an without the R. So A N D W O R K E. That's the right number of letters. There's only one E though. That doesn't work then. Oh, it's a lope, isn't it? It's an antelope. There you are. Antelope, okay. Elope in that way. Good, got one. That's good. That was gettable. Couldn't see the ant bit there. For some reason, I just had a clue totally wrong way around. Framework. What's a framework? Fence. Mesh. Framework mesh. Net. leading to publicity, doesn't give a P. Yeah, look at this one again. Newspaper article. So newspaper article involving right ball. Just an anagram of ball right, but then where am I getting the I from? I assume I'm looking for a newspaper article, which is 5 letters, going around an R for right, to get to a ball, which could be something like a drill or a person who's not very interesting. Which is pretty much how this video feels. Recording this video feels probably to watch it. But I can't see what that'll be. Ball. And of course, ball could actually be I suppose, a verb to actually ball something. Which is what I say, drill. Bit. Bit could be a bit. Newspapers I can think of are the FT. Yeah, the only one I can think of is the FT, really. So head down here again. I'm going to look at this one. Framework of education. I'm really stumped having the word graduates in there, and then no space for a BA or an MA, which is what you'd normally see for a graduate. It's a problem for me, really, because it doesn't. And notes, if note can be N, it can be any letter. It could be the E, it could be that D, probably. Graduates, graduates can't have an S on the end there. Framework of education could be Ed, I suppose. Bedstead, there we are. I don't understand why that's bedstead at the moment. I think is that bedstead? Bedstead is a framework. Education graduate is a BEd. That's why I didn't get it. Note, leading to publicity. Ad, yeah. So beds. T for do re mi fa sol la T, which just leaves this one here, which I'm still stuck on. Newspaper article. Come on, let's get this cracked off. There's only numerous possibilities that can go in here, but I might as well just go for it on a complete alphabet trawl. Trouble is, I'm going to go fast, so isn't necessarily going to help me. And I don't like doing down clues. Shout stop if you see the answer go by. Newspaper article writer, writ. Involving right now. Okay, that's the W's done. It's going to be thing Z. I'm going to forget Z. E, I. I'm going to forget E for now. R-I. Rip. Real. Okay, let's look at it slightly different. Let's look at what can go in here, because that WR looks a bit... Yeah. I-E-R. Pierce. There we are. Peace. There we go. Boom. 24 of them. Bam. Okay, so twice the lot of my time on those last 3 clues. 24 of them. Got there eventually. Gosh. Wow. Okay, let's go through those clues because that went in very quickly and then it didn't go in very quickly. Right, so we've got grass is a lawn. We've got the Western Wales. Has a hidden word of lawn in it. Begins in Wales, going backwards into the end of Western, and that is indicated by, to some extent, it's telling you there's a hidden, and record is telling you it's backwards. Cars outside is the C and the R of car, and a newspaper boss is an editor, and someone who's owed money is a creditor. Ursine is a word that means it's like a bear. We've got an anagram of sure. But without the introduction. No, we haven't, sorry, scrap that we've got. Sure with no introduction, so take the URE, and then that is going across sin, which is a fault. So that's that. Angry speech is a tirade, with an exchange is a trade, including I for India, so part of the NATO phonetic alphabet. Unusually large is vast, a tank is a vat, and that's penetrated by the tip of shell, so the S from shell. Crude is unseemly. Enemy slur is an anagram, but we're being told to ignore the final letter, so don't anagram that R. And sorry, crude is the anagram indicator, and not in good taste is unseemly. So crude is the anagram indicator telling you to anagram those 2 words without the R. A framework is a bedstead. Education graduate is a B.Ed, and the clue says graduates, so put an S on the end of it. And then a note is T, as in do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, T, and publicity is an ad. Fooled about, so if you've been fooled, you've been had. Put it about R for Romeo, which is part of the NATO phonetic alphabet. Gives you hard. Hard is difficult to understand. They work together, are allies, and take the heading away from political meetings, which are rallies. So rallies becomes allies. Setter is an anagram of street. Fouled is telling you to anagram it, and the area where people walk is the street. Graceful mover, antelope, and we've got a worker, which is an ant, and to run away is to elope. We hear composer, so we've got, is it Franz Liszt? I think he's got a Z in his name, possibly between the S and the T. I think it's there. Definitely it's spelt with a Z. And a record. Composer's record, a record which is item by item is a list, so it's a sound like of the composer list to get to a list. Got a complex one here, so after returning we've got going upwards, we've got e.g. for example, we've got broadcast which is to air, we've got an artist which is RA for Royal Academy, and male is M, and then that reads down as marriage. Wow, gosh. Home is in. We've got a sibling is a sis, as in sister, before T for time. Make it a requirement is to insist. Plan is a schedule or schedule, not sure which way you say it. She-clude is an anagram of schedule, and new way of saying it's an anagram. Double definition here, so quit. If you quit something, you leave it, you left it, and if you port is the left side of a boat, so double def. So a newspaper article is a piece. Put an R in it to get to pierce. Pierce is to bore. Gangster's headgear, so another double definition here. So gangster could be a hood, and hood could be headgear. Dodge. To dodge is to sidestep. Succeeded is abbreviated to an S. That's a standard abbreviation. You might see that in family trees, I think, or something like that. Despite going wrong way, so got an anagram of despite to get to sidestep with the S on the front. Fancy lagers, so that's an anagram of lagers indicated by, anagram of lagers indicated by fancy. Extremely suitable says put the S and the E, the extremes of suitable, on the end. And gift is large. Yeah, I think if you gift someone, you are showing largesse. So I think gifts is probably a verb there. Not entirely sure. Like this one. So we've got an acrostic of symbol, maybe in light-hearted email. Yes, primarily is telling you to make an acrostic of it, which gives you a smiley, which is what you would see in a light-hearted email, maybe. Usher in, so usher in the lady lad excited. I'm just trying to see So if you usher in something, you herald it. The lady is her, and anagram of lad goes on the end. Excited is taking you to anagram lad, so her old. Feature of swimming pool is a lane, and that can be seen in, literally there's a hidden word in villa nearby. And ultimately we got the ultimate letter of sus, which is an S, and the way to is how. This is how you do it, this is the way to do it, and to appear is to show. So there we go, all done. 24 minutes 11, 12 of it spent on those three clues: antelope, bedstead and pierce. Thanks for watching.